Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video tutorial here at DailyBeats. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can add swing to your drums automatically and manually. And yeah, let's go ahead and start the tutorial. This will be, I will try to make it very fast, this tutorial, or at least easy to digest. So let's go here to drums and let's go to Bangin trap drums kit, and let's grab a kick. This is just for, how can I say, for demo purposes. And I just noticed that I'm not recording. Okay, so let me switch this to FL Studio, and now you can hear what I'm here. Okay, now you can hear what I hear. Yeah. Okay, so let's put this at 90 or something like that. And this is a basic pattern. Let's grab a hi-hat. So the most basic pattern would be this one. Very simple. And in this one, if you go here to the swing knob, which is one of the things that you can do to add swing, is just crank up this knob. You see that there is no influence. Why? Because usually swing happens not on this one or the, let's say, the even beats. It happens on the odd beat. No, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So it doesn't happen on the odd beats. Or steps. It happens on the even steps. So if I put here a kick, let's put 2. So this is very, it sounds nice, but if you want to add a little bit of swing, instead of having tum tum, you can have tum. Yeah, you will see. So let's start adding swing. You see the difference, especially in the second kick, is where we notice the difference. When we start adding a little bit more, what happens is that it starts not feeling too much. It starts feeling not natural, and you have to. My suggestion would be to stay in between like 25% and 70%, or maximum 75%. And this one here sounds okay, but even this one, yeah, it sounds okay also. This will not completely move the kick all the way through to the snare, but it sounds quite nice. So another thing you can do to add this feeling of swing is to change the volume. So we can go here to these ones and change the volume, and we can even add here another one, which will be the back-to-back kick. And let's see, we can go a little bit more, and we can even go a little bit less in terms of volume. As you can see, it sounds really, it starts to add some swing. So let's remove it. And you can see it's more robotic, not so, it doesn't have too much swing to it. So another way you can do this is manually. So let's use the same pattern. And what we can do is basically or select all the notes that we want to add swing to, and what we can do is basically click on Alt, and actually let me go here and put the control keys, Alt keys, and Shift keys, so that you know which keys I'm actually holding. So what I'm doing here basically is clicking on the Alt key, and you can see it's enabled even with without the mouse. And we can just And this what we'll do is basically disable the grid. So now we are in step mode. And if I click on Alt and move this a little bit to the right, this will not stay on the grid. If I wanted to move, if I didn't click on Alt, it will move in steps. So if I want to disable the grid, I just click on Alt and I move them. So let's see. And this, I'm basically adding the same effect as the knob here. So if you want to add a swing just on a particular sound, you can do this manually by selecting the notes that you want to do that and change it. You can also do like manually change different timings for each note. And this will add even more a more natural feeling to it, which is also very good. So let's do the same thing here for hi-hats. And let's do this. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's select the first hi-hats. Let's first lower the volume. Click on Alt and with the mouse scroll wheel. And again, let's click on Alt and move this to the right. Okay, so now we have here a nice hi-hat pattern. So we can even add here more notes. Okay, I like that. Actually, I quite like this pattern here. I think I will keep it. So this is one way of doing that. So another way basically is just using this knob here and also manually shifting the notes. And you have to try and practice this because sometimes you can overdo it. And yeah, it's just a matter of practicing. And you can also copy other drum loops. Let's say you find a drum loop that you like, you can drag that drum loop into the playlist or into the playlist, and then check the timings and move manually your sounds to match those timings. That's also something that I've done in the past. And yeah, another thing that you can do, it's very powerful. So let's do the same the same pattern here. I just don't want to mess up the other pattern. Okay, so this is one pattern here, the basic one. So what we can do here is go to the quantization options, which is clicking on Alt Q. And this one here, you see, I already have here a swing. Why? Because I used the template here. And this is very helpful because you can add several templates here. Let's say the default one, you see that the lines are geometrical. So each or the separation between the lines are always the same. And you can just go here and let's go, for instance, to MPC, which is maybe this one, MPC2 one, which is a drum machine that has a lot of swing, and it's very characteristic for its swing. And you can see here that now the lines are not spaced evenly. Now the difference is there is difference between the lines, and these lines indicate where the notes will end. If I start, for instance, changing here the start time, you see that the start time is actually here, but the line starts a little bit later. So what we can do is simply move this knob here so we can play with the amount of swing that we give it. And as you can see, we still have pretty much the same pattern as we had when we cranked up the swing knob. So let's accept this. Let's change here the volume of this kick. And again, we can, for instance, do something like this. And let's go again, Alt Q, and let's keep the same preset. And what we can do is pretty much play with velocity here. For instance, we can also play with panning, but for now I will keep the velocity a little bit like that. So I don't want it I don't want too much. I like it like that. So let's select everything and lower it down a little bit. And these ones here, for instance, I can pretty much make them in the same. I don't know. In this case, doesn't sound very good, probably because of the hi-hat itself. Let me pitch this in a different way. Let me add an envelope. I actually like it like this. As you can see, this is the way you can add swing to your drums. And it's very, very simple techniques. But this one sounds really nice. And as you can see, this adds a lot of groove to your drums, make them more exciting and not so mechanic. And this adds to the feel of the track. And a lot of, especially in hip hop and most old school hip hop tracks, this groove is a very prominent thing in this type of tracks. So if you want to add a little bit more flavor to your tracks, you can start adding some grooves. And yeah, as you can see, this automatically gave it a little bit more groove. So I think this is it, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new here to this channel, subscribe and activate the notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Consider also supporting my channel by buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have more content so that you can see. You will have the exclusive videos where you can see more tips and more things related to music production that I do. And yeah, I think this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.